This week on the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast, we bring you a fresh in piece, S&P versus UMG with an appearance by Hurby, Snoop going country, a NASCAR legend with a breakin history, a new artist of the month, new music from, you guessed it, Kool Keith, and we wish a heartfelt goodbye to a very special person, to one of our posse members. Let's listen.
It's not just any day. It's Mr. Throwback Thursday.
All you kids want to get on and shit.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
I'll be damned. At the count of three, I want y'all to tell me the name of my DJ. 1, 2, 3.
Poppers pop and the breakers break. All the fellas say ho and the girls say hey. Give it up for the DJ, Mr. Throwback Thursday.
And now, here's your hosts, Bill Winters and Mr. Throwback Thursday himself, Jamie Robinson.
And a very, very special good morning to everybody. Welcome to Mr. Throwback Thursday. We are up to 6 bills. It is episode 600.
That's a lot of episodes.
Throwback Thursday episode of the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast. Remember, 6 half-hour long episodes once a month, and we're going to run out of stuff. So
yeah, I considered coming right off the top and naming this episode from 6 to 600.
Yep.
But last week was from the mailroom to the boardroom, so I didn't want to start a theme.
Yes. And once again, thank you very much to our last week's special guest, Jeremy Miller, for coming in and sharing all of his knowledge with us and everything. That was such a nice talk.
Yeah. And make sure you're there for the Fine Art Hip Hop auction.
Absolutely. You can get some of those wonderful things, including that Wu-Tang Clan first pressing. With
Riz's home address on the inner label.
At least at the time, it was his home address. I don't know if he still lives there, but probably not. Before we get started, yes, we do have a fresh in piece in the hip-hop world.
We do.
But we have a fresh in piece in the TBT posse world.
Indeed.
And we want to extend our heartfelt condolences. I mean, we joke around a lot on this show, but you guys have become family to us. Indeed. And when family loses family, it hits all of us here at the show. Our condolences, our thoughts go out to Mr. Cranky Pants, Brian Hollenbeck, on the loss of his father. Dale Hollenbeck passed away at 79 years old on Tuesday, July 22nd, after some health issues. I'm not going to go into all of it, just out of sheer respect for Brian, Mr. Cranky Pants, and the family.
Yes.
All I know is that he was, just like Cranky, an avid fan of the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Bears. And
he was the OG MCP.
He was the OG Mr. Cranky Pants. And we extend all of our thoughts and our deepest condolences. The funeral was yesterday. Mm-hmm. So I'm not expecting Cranky to join us today.
No, but maybe he hears us on Thursday.
Maybe he'll hear us on Thursday. Just wanted to let you know we were thinking of you. We are sorry for your loss. And if you need anything from either one of us, you know how to get in touch with us.
Yes.
Rest in peace to the OG MCP, Dale Hollenbeck, passing away at 79 years old in Rockford, Illinois.
Yeah.
Now, we have some hip-hop headlines, of course.
We do.
We have some woo news, of course.
A little bit of that.
We have, of course, we'll go into a stupid new school news headline just because that's fun.
Because that's how we do.
A one and done that, again, probably was a rabbit hole pick.
Oh, yes, there's many of them come up. Because I do like to say that I have a very good knowledge of bands. Like, I don't know the history of all these bands, but I remember, this band had this song, and I'm pretty good about that.
Yeah.
But 600 episodes in, I'm looking for assistance.
Is pretty impressive. Yeah, still find him is pretty impressive.
I just got to do a little more work to get them. They don't come naturally anymore.
Record of the week from a new artist of the month who I'm not ashamed to admit I had to do a little workup on.
Well, that's good. It's one of those that I think more people should know, but a lot of people probably do not. This is not one I expect even that even above the casual hip hop fan to go, I don't know who that is.
And
that's
isn't
cool.
Isn't that kind of why we do what we do?
It is, yes.
So, we educate and inform and might even learn something before we do it. Hey. Oh, and this week we get to learn what a sharkula is. And
we do. It's a movie.
Among other things, yes. We'll have the record of the week from the new artist of the month. We do have an old to the new from the one and only Kool Keith featuring Sharkula. That's a real person.
Yes. In case you don't believe it was a movie, the shark, it was actually multiple sharks, but the sharks were infected by the curse of Dracula. And they kill tourists. That's essentially the movie Sharkula in a nutshell.
It is Shark Week after all. Tonight is the end of Shark Week, I think. So
you need to watch Sharkula.
And
maybe listen to Sharkula.
I'll have to IMDb it to find out what streaming service it's on. And if I got to pay for it, it ain't happening.
Yeah,
I'm not paying for
how to
Sharkula.
Get it.
Yeah, Nefarious and
you contact your media server.
Plexi, yes. So, of course, I'll read lyrics as well.
You will,
and then we will put a bow on episode 600. Can you believe we've gotten to 6?
No, see, and so this is a weekly thing, obviously, and at the end of every week, it could be the last one, and we won't know. So as we go into the next week, unless I have someone scheduled for like 3-4 weeks out, because, we always have to do research,
right?
Which we're doing research right now and coming up empty, but,
well, we found out who Sharkula was.
We did. Last night I was outside and we were hanging out in the pool, and Bryce says, "So what are you doing for 600? I'm like, the same thing I do every week. Pinky.
Mm-hmm.
I try to take over the world. I said the same thing we do every week. It's 600. While it is 100, it's like the 37th anniversary of something. It's not. While it is 100, once you get past 500,
yeah,
you start looking at 750 and 1,000. You don't. So I wasn't even thinking about it. Alfredo messaged me. So what are you doing for 600? The same thing every week. I don't. So I could try. I reached out
for 400. Same thing we did for 300.
Yeah, I reached out to Adam last night because I'm like, oh, that might be nice because it would work with his timeline. His time zone with us being live in the morning. I said, and you can come on. I said, and hit us up with any new museum news. And he's like, that would be great. I'm in LA this week. I'm like,
of course he is. So it's 5 a.m.
Yes. So I'm like, never mind.
No,
apologies.
No. We'll do that.
Come on another time. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll see if I can get him Thursday night, but he'll probably be back in Switzerland on Thursday, and then screw all that up too. By the way, in case you didn't know that we're going live Thursday night.
Yes. I think I put that on the calendar.
I hope so. Yes. I haven't written a show yet, but
we have the standard menu for episode 600. Unfortunate. It would have been great to have Jeremy on for 600, but just the timing of it,
the way things worked out.
$5.99 is great. The fact that we've made 600 is
maybe we get more listeners after they heard the interview with J Mill, and they will show up this week for 600.
Nice.
Maybe
that'd be nice. So without all that being said, shall we hit the standard menu and play the hits? That's kind of what Dance with the Girl we brought.
That's right.
Would you be so kind to hit me up with a little of that Triple H, my friend?
Yay.
To the hip, the
This is Hip Hop Headlines brought to you by Mr. Throwback Thursday.
We'll get on it because once again, it's your time.
It is my turn, and we did say we are starting with a fresh and peace. Boy, we had a rough week for people of our age group.
Yeah. Only one really tied. I almost put Chuck Mangione in here because I'm pretty sure I could have tied him in.
I'm sure.
But this one, direct.
Yeah. I mean, we lost Mangione.
Yes.
We lost
and
like
his hats.
a week. Yes. And his hats. A couple of weeks ago, we lost Connie Francis.
Yes.
Who's a little bit past our generation, but still.
Agreed.
Ozzy, we lost. Who's
been around for millennia.
Hip hop or not, dude.
I could get there.
Icon. I'm sure we could get there.
Yeah, because there was obviously T.I. Ice-T, big fan because of the body count. And I believe
Mix-a-Lot redid Iron Man.
Yeah, and I think Trick Daddy had Crazy Train in one of his. So yeah, there was a way to get there, but
so we lost Ozzy. We lost Hulk Hogan, who was the subject of one of the greatest diss records ever.
Be a man, Hogan, which was on this show. We did that entire album.
Yeah. The one who wasn't in his 70s that really kind of took us by surprise. And it was the only accident out of all of them.
Right.
And it's the one that's hip hop motivated. And this is why we're reporting on it. The entertainment world mourning the tragic and unexpected death of Theo Huxtable, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yes.
Of the Cosby Show. Another guy, great character,
yes,
unsavory person. And I never thought that he would outlive Theo.
Yeah.
Theo, who was based very much on Cosby's own son, Ennis, by the way, who also killed young.
Wow.
He was killed. He was pulled over on the side of the road changing a tire and somebody killed him. I think he was murdered.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
Fucking weird situation there. Malcolm Jamal Warner reportedly drowned while vacationing with his family in Costa Rica. He was only 54 years old.
Oh, wait. Isn't that where Brett Gardner's kid died? Was in Costa Rica when they were on family vacation?
Yes, it was, which is just, there's something very, very strange with that.
I'm not going to Costa Rica.
No. Warner wasn't just an actor. I mean, we know him as Theo Huxtable. He was also on 911, the show 911, which I had stopped watching. I didn't know that.
He was on a show that I watched too. Where's it? Doctor.
Yes. I forget what the hell that was. He wasn't on Grey's Anatomy or anything like that, was it? But
maybe The Resident.
The Resident. I think you're right.
Yeah, it's one of those. He was like a big heart surgeon or something.
Yeah. But he, but
he was
oddly enough, but he was also very much hip hop.
He was. And he was in videos. He directed videos. I remembered him from Special Ed, where he came out. He came out and he like had the headphones, like he had come from behind the camera and come up into the video. But I found during my research that he was in, I think it was the Funky Beat video for Houdini.
Really?
Yeah. I went back and looked at it after I read it. I was like, oh shit, he is in there. It's kind of like finding Chris Rock in Crush Groove. Like you've heard that he's there. And then that one moment you see me like, oh shit, he is in there.
And I didn't realize he was in all these videos either until, I did more of a deep dive.
Yeah, it's like,
music, poetry. He was a podcaster, probably more successful than us at it.
Oh, I'm sure because he has a name, which is what we were told we didn't have when we started. So,
right. As you said, directed videos for Special Ed. New Edition. He did Any Heartbreak.
That's crazy video.
The cameo
with all the dancing they're doing in that one. Like you see the behind the scenes with them. Yeah.
The cameo in the Houdini video. He helped bring hip hop flavor to primetime TV in the late 80s, rocking the sneakers, the shirts. He dressed very hip hop on that show. Even though the one episode that everybody remembers where he wore that weird ass brown
the Gordon
yellow.
Gartrell?
Yes, the Gordon Gartrell.
Not the Kim Cattrall, the Gordon Gartrell original.
Yes. He had the cool, relatable vibe that resonated deeply with young African-American viewers. As Theo, I think it's safe to say it was more than just a character. He grew up on screen in front of us.
Wasn't he like 13 when he started?
I think
on the Cosby Show?
And
on the redacted show. Oh.
But there were a couple of episodes where between that and Fresh Prince and Family Matters, where, the plight of young African-American kids hadn't been really discussed.
Right. Because there weren't primetime TV shows featuring African-American families at the time. I mean,
no, you'd have to go back. I think you had Good Times,
right?
Of course, but that was in the 70s.
Yeah.
And I want to say late 70s. You also had What's Happening, which
didn't. Okay, I don't want to say it didn't focus on the family. It focused more on the group of friends and the family. Mama and Dee.
Yeah, I was going to say in the beginning, it kind of focused a little bit more on Raj's family,
right,
and the group of friends. But then then it became the D show. What obnoxious thing was she going to say next?
Right,
and then Mabel King. I don't know if it's because she passed or she just left the show, but Mama was written out. And that's why, Raj and Rerun moved into the apartment. No Roger, no Rerun, no rent.
Indeed.
It's pretty gutting that Malcolm Jamal Warner,
and
54
for something
years
so
old.
Weird, when you're 54 years old and you drown, like you didn't fall off of a ship in the ocean.
No, I think he was jumping in to save somebody else who was in trouble.
Yeah, I saw something about there was no lifeguard on duty. I don't know anything about Costa Rica except for some rums that they produce.
So rest in power, rest in peace, fresh in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo Huxtable. Just a terrible, terrible loss at the younger than us, 54. Mr. Throwback Thursday offers our condolences to the fans, friends, and family of Malcolm Jamal Warner, sadly taken way too soon at the age of 54.
Yeah.
Let's get into what we talk about. These are not your songs.
That's the craziest thing about this whole saga, if you will.
We've had our battles with UMG in the past.
I just won another one this week, by the way.
And I know you did. We win them all.
Yeah.
But it's a pain in the ass to have to go through it.
It is. What looks like someone who may not win theirs due to, I don't want to call it even a technicality. And I don't believe it was done intentionally with the plans for the future I don't believe that's how it happened either, but
just lack of attention to detail.
Yeah, when in the 80s, you're working at, I believe they were all working at Sears together in a call center. It was Hurby, Salt, Pep, Kid, Play, and Martin Lawrence, if I remember, all worked together in the same place. Hurby was the producer. Had this put Supernature together, which was Salt and Pepper, and said, "Here, can you? I want to record this song. Let's do this song." And so the Salt and Pepper MCs made up Supernature, and we get brought music. So as things go along, it's Hurby's group, Supernature,
right?
So
consisting of Salt and Pepper,
right, and DJ Spinderella. The other DJ Spinderella.
Yes.
Well,
so right now,
when somebody signs the paperwork for the group,
it's Hurby.
It's Hurby. It's Hurby's group. So that 1984, 5, whatever that Hot, Cool, and Vicious came out. It was pre-Hot, Cool, and Vicious, obviously, that the contract was signed.
Right.
you don't know these things. It's like, hey, sign this deal so we can get moving.
Well, hip-hop pioneers Salt and Pepper are now locked in a legal battle with Universal Musical Group, UMG, over the rights to their original recordings. In May, Salt and Pepper, Cheryl James, Sandra Denton, Salt and Pepper.
That's it.
They sued UMG.
They did.
They claimed that the label is refusing to honor their, quote, termination rights, end quote, a legal provision that allows artists to reclaim ownership of their music 35 years after its release. Now, we've talked about these rights in the past because isn't that part of the whole Jay-Z thing with the settlement with Rock Nation and Dame Dash's portion of it?
Yeah.
The duo is seeking control over several of their classic albums, including Hot, Cool, and Vicious and Very Necessary. UMG is like, no.
I think
UMG argues that Salt and Pepper can't terminate a contract that they never signed.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. You would think at some point they've had to sign, and it may have been after those two albums where they renegotiated or, they split with Hurby or whatever. But these two albums, which to me are their best two albums, they were under a contract. They were not technically under a contract, except they were probably signed to Hurby.
They were the talent, as they would say. They were the vocal talent.
Right. Yeah. They were signed to Hurby, probably under a production deal. Hurby was signed to UMG. Right.
UMG says Hurby Lovebug Azor signed the deal with the label, Next Plateau Records, now under UMG. And he is the legal copyright owner of the master recordings. UMG's lawyers say that since Salt and Pepper weren't the original signers, they have no legal right to terminate the agreement. And therefore, this lawsuit should be dismissed.
And sadly, they're right. So what it should be is Salt and Pepper should be going to Hurby saying, hey,
sign this.
Yeah.
And Hurby probably doesn't have any reason to do it, especially if they split on bad terms. I don't know. How that
I have no idea what their relationship is 112 years later.
It's one of those things where I'm not 100% sure what is going on behind the scenes, whether he didn't know he was the only person who could terminate the agreement. I'm sure he probably did.
Right. But it says too late at that point. By the time he figured out how the industry worked and how in 35 years are we still going to have this stuff,
UMG's lawyers also pointed out that Salt and Pepper's legal team has worked on similar termination rights cases in the past, suggesting that they should have known their claim might not apply.
Yeah, I'm assuming had they seen the Next Plateau / UMG original contracts, then yes, they should have known. But if they just had, deals that Salt and Pepper had signed at another time, just assuming that their names would have been the ones on it because they're the ones who made the music.
Right. Well, Salt and Pepper responded by saying that their motion is a distraction from the larger systemic issue that many legacy artists are unfairly denied the chance to regain control of their work.
And I will agree with that too. If you're trying to slow the wheels of other people realizing that they can do this, because I'm sure not everyone knows.
I wonder if everybody knows about the termination rights.
That's what I'm saying.
35-year thing. Yeah.
So I'm saying if we slow things down and say, oh no, you can't do this because you didn't sign it, but that's their reasoning just to say at the end of the day, they filed suit saying that they wanted this and it was shot down. So other people who were maybe not as successful as Salt and Pepper and don't have that kind of money still to fight these battles will see that they lost. And if Salt and Pepper can't pull it off, who the fuck am I?
Right.
So I could see the stance of UMG is just trying to slow things down so other people don't do this. That makes total sense too.
Yeah, because think of all the business they're losing if they have these termination. But it is law.
Right.
I mean, they can't.
Yeah, but if you don't know about the law.
No, but they can't deny if it's legally presented properly.
Right.
They can't deny it because then they're in breach.
Yeah. So if Hurby comes to them, to UMG and says, I want the rights to all
my
this.
termination rights.
Right.
Yeah.
Then apparently that's what can happen. And if it were that simple,
I'm sure it would have been done.
Right. Or they would have sued Hurby, which would have been a lot easier to do than suing UMG.
Right. So at what point, yes, it's their performance.
Right.
But he is technically the guy behind the group. So is
this like a Taylor Swift thing?
See, Taylor Swift she end-arounded the whole thing.
Well, yes, but
by just re-recording everything.
And there's other groups doing that now. Isn't that kind of why she had to do that, though?
Yeah, because Scooter Braun owned all of her masters.
Right.
Which, by the way, she just got all of her masters back.
Oh, well, good. So
probably because she went on this Eras tour and made enough money that if she writes a check, 15 banks bounce.
Yes.
I mean, that woman's got money on money on money. And for everybody who gives this, I actually have gained a shit ton of respect for her. She is a legal shark. She has the right people in the right place to know her legal rights. And boy, she got her stuff back, and Scooter kind of went with his tail between his legs.
So with this,
I think Scooter's got other problems too, though, because I think he's being dragged into this whole what the hell happened with Justin Bieber thing, with Usher and everybody else, because I'm sure Bieber was that kid's just not acting right. It's a shame too, because
it's been a long time that kid hasn't been acting right.
Yeah, but I don't want to see anybody, whether it's trauma based or whatever. I can't even imagine that whole industry is a microcosm of everything that I assume is very Epsteinian and Weinsteinian. And I just feel bad for him, but he also does a lot of it himself. So
yes.
But we'll see what happens with Salt and Pepper and with Hurby. And if they get involved with suing Hurby, or Hurby signs off.
Salt and Pepper are a little long in the tooth, if you will, to be re-recording their first two albums.
Yeah.
And trying to turn, like I brought up Taylor Swift because while she's not, 18 anymore, she's young enough.
Yeah, her voice hasn't changed.
Right, she could redo all her stuff and sound pretty much the same as she did when she recorded it. Yeah, Salt and Pepper would, and not because they're old and can't perform, but they would sound very different now than their voices sounded when they were. There's a world
of difference between re-recording an album that was recorded 10 years ago and re-recording an album that was recorded 35 years ago.
Yep. So hopefully they get this shit straightened out. I don't want to bring up the karma of what they did to Spin, but
that's another way of looking at it too. You things happen to people for a reason, I guess. If you're one who believes in karma, then maybe you feel that this legal issue is justified for them to be fighting or have to fight. Yeah, because they did Spin kind of dirty.
They did,
and now they're getting done kind of dirty, and
they are.
That's business, man. I'm a businessman, not a businessman.
Indeed. Industry rule 4080.
Industry people are shady.
Yeah.
I almost fell off my chair when you sent me this one.
So there are a lot of things.
Only backspin to the left is the way you've entitled this.
Well, yes. Yeah. Every once in a while, strange news comes across my computer.
And this one came from the San Francisco Chronicle. Let's make sure we credit those who've given us the info.
Yes.
The last one was brought to you by Hot New Hip Hop, and then the Malcolm Jamal Warner, the Fresh in Peace, came from Hip Hop Wired. It was all over the place, but that's what we used.
Yes. Yeah. We read their articles and then we give you our version of what they wrote.
Right.
But so strange things come across my computer, and I go, that might be an interesting to throw in the show. You know, it's very easy for me to just go down like the Hip Hop DX news page and go, this happened this week. 50 Cent said this. Ja Rule did this. You know, it's easy to do that, but everybody can go out and do that. I try to find things that are a little left of center, you know, something that the posse might find interesting that they may not find on their own. And I'm hoping that this is one of those things.
So I'm going to throw a few names out at you, and I want you to let me know if you immediately think hip hop when you hear them.
No.
Baby Bash.
Okay.
Mac Dre.
Definitely. I think they're going to be doing a documentary on him. I think Steph Curry's doing that.
NASCAR driver Jeff Gordon.
To quote the great Laszlo Holmes, that's a nope.
In one of the Bay Area's most unexpected crossovers, Baby Bash revealed that Jeff Gordon and Mac Dre were once in the same breakdancing crew as teens out in Vallejo, I think it is. Yeah, Vallejo, California. According to Baby Bash, him, Mac Dre, and Jeff Gordon all attended Springstown Junior High School. They bonded over breakdancing and hip hop.
Well, yeah.
I followed. Look, I worked for a country station for a while, and we broadcast NASCAR races.
That makes sense.
Of all the people I saw on these races, Jeff Gordon is the last one I would have associated with hip hop.
Wasn't he the Rainbow Warrior?
He was the Rainbow Warrior. He was in the DuPont number 24.
I remember something. I can't say never, because my grandfather used to watch cars go around in circles, but never volunteered to watch a NASCAR race because, again, it's go fast, turn left, repeat. And I need a little more than that. Yeah. You break the rules, you die.
Every now and then you get the road courses that have right turns too,
or you're driving the number 3 car and you decide to turn right.
I don't think he decided to turn right. I think he was bumped.
He was in control of that vehicle. He turned right.
I don't think he was in control of that vehicle. I think he got bumped. Baby Bash actually shared on Instagram a yearbook photo showing Mac Dre and Jeff Gordon together, joking about how odd the pairing seemed, but confirming it as a fact. He claims that the two were part of a breakdance crew called Unique Street Dancers in the 8th grade.
That's what I'm talking about.
Springstown Junior High no longer exists under that name, but there's a school, oddly enough, Hogan Middle School, has replaced it, adding weight to the timeline. Now, Jeff Gordon hasn't officially confirmed that the dance crew consisted of him. But he did acknowledge in a 2016 interview that he had hip hop roots. He did an interview with Sway saying he used to break dance under the name Baby Smurf. He even joked about the toll that those moves took on his body years later. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that hurts worse than crashing your car into a concrete wall.
I think you were doing it wrong.
Probably.
Yes, it does take a toll, for I would say professional dancers or career dancers, not necessarily professional, but a guy who was doing it in middle school. You should be in that bounce back age at that point.
Now, Mac Dre, unfortunately, we can't get confirmation from him because he passed away in 2004. Gordon became a 4-time NASCAR champion and was inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame in 2019. Baby Bash says he's got, quote, stories for days from that era. I would be interested to hear them just because the whole thing, like I said, you sent me this and I'm like, really? Of all the drivers, Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
You're right. The Mac Dre documentary currently in production, backed by Stephen Curry's Unanimous Media and Marshawn Lynch, who's only here so he doesn't get fined.
That's right.
To bring attention to his legacy and unexpectedly his link to a NASCAR icon. Now,
and I'm hoping that they get Jeff Gordon in this documentary talking about this, to one, confirm that it was a thing. Two, obviously he knew Mac Dre, whether they were breakdancers together or not, because there's pictures of them together in school. And maybe he comes out there and talks about the red, black, and the green and the other colors that were in his DuPont vehicle.
There was no black on the DuPont vehicle. There was red. There was green.
Sissy.
He never called anybody a sissy on the track, I don't think. I think a lot of people called him a sissy on the
possible,
track.
Yes.
There was a lot of people that didn't like Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
The only thing that made me think that this was realistic and allowed me to accept that this might be fact was if I hadn't had my then there you go. See, he's drinking it now. Magic
Sideways.
Mind is the only thing that made me realize that this could actually be a true thing.
It is
Magic
not DuPont
Mind.
green. That is not the color.
No, it's probably more forest green, I guess.
Sure, I'll allow
Maybe a little lighter than that. I don't know. I'm not up on my Crayola 64 box anymore.
I can't see the forest through the trees.
Through the trees. So,
but no, I got mine going this morning.
Your mental performance shot. I took mine before I even got on because it was early in the morning. I really need it to get going. I do. One of the things I like is I don't ever pay attention at this point in the game. I reach in the fridge, I grab the bottle, I shake it up, and I drink it. I don't look at the bottle anymore because I've seen it, but they got this thing on the side with the wave and it says, reclaim your brain with 12 magical ingredients. I'm like, that is one of the coolest things. And it actually speaks to what it does. Because, we've talked on here before, if we don't have it for a couple of days and nobody else wants my brain. So
yeah, if we don't have it for a couple of days, you do, in our aging bodies here, we tend to forget things, simple things like, the DuPont race car. I've watched no NASCAR, but I remembered.
But you've seen enough Sports Center highlights that you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That and the, on the front where it says subtly sweet. It's just like written in cursive, like on an angle on the front. We don't ever talk about weird stuff. Like, have you ever checked out the packaging on this thing? Could we just talk about what it does and how good it is? And
actually, I do check out the packaging when I get my new shipments because I like the way they send it.
The way they package it, it just comes in a brown box, but the brown box is like a transformer.
It's like a transformer. It opens up, and then you're like, "Hey, this is what this is," and I'm like,
"Yeah," and it's got the all the colors that are on the bottle inside the box.
Ooh. Oh, new improved flavor for the nighttime one.
Yes, they got a new flavor.
Nice,
and she's gonna try it. I may actually try that too. I don't so much need the nighttime one because I'm a good sleeper, but I
fall asleep quick. I don't stay asleep all that well anymore. I don't know why, but
Ryan needs something to help her sleep, so I may add this to my subscription and see how it is, and hopefully the Throwback June code.
Yeah, still works.
Yeah,
although we're going into August.
Yeah, that's why I say it's June.
So
it's not.
So we haven't heard anything new as far as a new code. So
no. I checked a couple weeks ago and they said that is current.
MagicMind.com/throwback.JUN.
Yep.
And then use that same code at checkout under the promo code, and you can receive up to 48% on your subscriptions and
20%
on a one-time order. So
that's what you do. You use the code and you try out the new nighttime flavor, and you get your 20% off. And you try it, and then if you like it,
they do
yourself a subscription. Yeah,
and save yourself up to 48%.
And tell them Mr. Throwback Thursday sent you.
Well, if you use that code, they're going to know who sent you. So, But anyway,
gas station we passed.
Jeff Gordon was a breakdancer.
Yeah.
Didn't have that on my bingo card. What's next?
I have no idea.
Kane and Kiss.
Ooh, yes. This is also something that I was unawares of, but
Completely unawares.
yes. But I am excited that it is a thing.
Hip hop heads take note. Jadakiss has quietly confirmed that a collaboration with the legendary Big Daddy Kane is officially in the works.
Yes.
Details are scarce at this point. No word yet on whether it's a single, an album, or a full project. The confirmation alone has made fans kind of perk up their ears. Jada hinted at this before while schooling his son on Big Daddy Kane's greatness, but now it's real.
Yeah.
The potential collaboration is more than just a generational crossover. It's a lyrical event because Big Daddy Kane, still one of the greatest lyricists ever.
Yeah. You're not going to, it's like stepping up with Rakim. You're not going to be on the track with Kane and not match his, I mean, you can't be him, but not match his intensity and his lyrical ability.
Yeah. You don't want to bring that weak sauce into that.
No.
Now, Jada, we've all said, is probably the greatest feature artist
Yes.
on performances in the history
and to
of the
take
game.
nothing away from him as a solo artist or as a group, but when he does features, he's like meth. He puts
hits hard.
everything he's got into that feature, so you remember him.
Even if it's only 16 bars or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are going to be the 16 bars that you remember, I think. Gritty punchline, heavy deliveries. Jada is what he is.
Yeah.
So
he is Jason, the kiss of death.
Yes. Now, this is part of a trend lately. Hip hop veterans are not fading. They're bringing in the new guys. Nas has done it. Raekwon has done it. Clips has done it. Kane and Jade are jumping into the mix.
Yeah.
OGs are not just resting on their laurels. They're still actively evolving. And we talked about that.
Kwame just announced that his new album is coming.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about AI for a second.
Let's talk about not Bill.
AI dealing out L's, and this comes to us from Vibe Magazine. Yes, let's talk about the monstrosity that you feasted upon me earlier this week that we have labeled not Bill.
Yes. Yeah, no, but it is for any of you who've seen the movie Multiplicity.
She touched my peppy, Steve.
That is the last Bill on a list.
Yes. That's what happens when you take a bill and you clone a bill from a cloned bill and then do it 3 more times, and that's what you get.
Yep. And you add a new number of chromosomes.
Yes. There should only be
an undetermined amount. That's what that is.
I mean, there should be 23, right?
Yeah. So there's probably
I think
about
that one had
24 and a half.
Well, it was Woo. I think there were 36.
36
because I was wearing a Woo shirt, so there might have been 36
might
there.
have been. Yeah.
Let's talk AI. And one of the wildest moments of hip hop meets tech.
Yeah.
Cameron revealed that he recently lost a rap battle to MC ChatGPT.
With a smash hit Mona Lisa.
Like the picture, like the video of Bill.
Indeed.
The unexpected admission came via his Instagram, because that's where everything is broken anymore.
Yep.
If it didn't happen on Instagram, it didn't happen.
Exactly.
He posted screenshots of the exchange and joked that Naya's response was too fast. I wish I could pop on that.
Yeah, that's the NIA there is the ChatGPT summary version of Nickelback.
Yes. The AI didn't hold back with punchlines like, I debug every line, watch your confidence blow, and I craft punchlines slick like I write in Python. That sounds like a Kool Keith lyric. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
ChatGPT spit bars that rivaled some human MCs, and Cameron tried to clap back, but you can't clap back against AI. So what were you going to say?
Python is a programming language for computers. It's not an actual snake. It is a programming language in this case.
And unless you're a programmer, how would you know that?
Right. Well, ChatGPT knows.
ChatGPT knows everything.
Yes.
ChatGPT is probably written in Python.
ChatGPT knows how many chromosomes not Bill needs.
Apparently 36. He says, I'm Cameron, the one that gets the computers Putin. But the bot came back swinging, referenced old Dipset lines, and even calling his flow corny and drawn. This post from Cameron had fans laughing, but this is a serious thing, man. This AI and hip hop stuff. Yeah. Now, we talked about Timbaland and his AI artist.
Exactly.
And almost launching AI labels.
Yeah. But we also talked about the DOC and Beanie Siegel being able to use AI to recreate their voices, which they no longer have, to be able to release. But it's still their creativity. They're the ones writing the lyrics. Right. Well, so an AI artist is the computer writing its own lyrics. Right. That's what I'm saying. There are good uses for it. For this industry. But it is very easy, though, as you know, people may have seen like in the last year or so, where fake verses
the deep fakes are
being written by people and having it done in the voice of someone else.
Yeah.
You know, that's where things get, you know, there are no laws about AI really at this point. I'm sure there are deep fake laws protecting people porn wise and stuff, but
yeah. That's the only ones I know of.
Yeah. So it's
the rise of the machines, man. It wasn't just a Transformers movie.
Yeah.
You know, not like our Magic Mind boxes. So the debate is heating up.
Yeah.
Human creativity versus an algorithm mimicry almost.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because I'm not saying I could write and perform a rhyme well, but I could tell the computer, I want you to write a rhyme about this using these references and do it in this style and hit a button. And there it is.
Yeah. And you haven't done anything other than make a suggestion. I mean, there's no intellectual input from you.
No,
there's no.
I could say, write me a rhyme, 64 bars about coffee, but I also want it to be in the style of a 1980s rapper, and I want it to be with this kind of theme, and just write that, and then it will spit out to me
in 30 seconds. You'll have it. I have to tell you this. Janelle went to a work thing. And they were talking about AI as well. And they did the same thing. They said, make me a podcast talking about this with two separate people. And within a minute and a half, this thing generated a 20-minute podcast episode about what they were talking about with a male voice and a female voice. Yeah. And it didn't sound like speaking spells. It sounded like people.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if anybody who listened to the Yacht Rock episode, in my editing process, I had to find a way to bring DJB into the discussion because, when we were live, it was, oh, hold on, B's here and blah, blah, blah. And you can't leave all that in the audio version. So I went to an AI voice coding and I did it as in the style of Mortal Kombat. So, and I put it in there and it basically comes in and says, DJB has entered the room. And then we move on. Could I have said those words, put it into Adobe Audition and modified the sound and the pitch and the blah, blah? Yes. But there's a thing out there where I can just say, do this in this voice and make it say this. And it gives it to me. So yeah,
it gives it to you in 5 seconds.
Yeah. And it's just crazy.
I'm scared, man. I am scared.
I'm actually more scared of the next article.
This doesn't scare me as much
because he's done reggae. He's done
exactly. I mean,
gospel. He's done
Yes. He's done it under 3 different names.
Yeah.
We're talking about Calvin Broadus, professionally known as Uncle Snoop, Snoop
Indeed.
Doggy Dog, Snoop Dogg, Snoop Lion, Snoop whatever. Snoop, I don't give a damn. Snoop Dogg has added country music to his already genre-defying resume, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
He's surprised. And this doesn't surprise me because I actually remember him being on the Willie Nelson birthday tribute last year.
Right.
Performing with Willie in a appropriately titled song because they are the 2 most prolific weed smokers that are still alive.
Reggie would like to speak on that. But
Willie could outsmoke Reggie.
Yeah, I don't know if Snoop can.
Willie can outsmoke Snoop, and that's saying something. But the name of the song was Roll Me Up and Smoke Me When I Die.
Right.
And if you haven't heard it, go look it up. It's hysterical. Snoop added country music to his already defying resume of different genres, surprising fans with a live performance alongside the Zac Brown Band in Hollywood.
I knew the Beaver Brown Band.
John Cafferty, yes. That's one of the first concerts I ever saw. They opened for REO Speedwagon at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center.
Nice.
John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band because they sang
Eddie and the Cruisers fame.
Yes, they sang On the Dark Side. And then they sang a song called The Victory Dance. And I don't remember why I remember that other than the fact that they did a really shitty dance on it where all they did was wiggle their asses.
That's how they declare victory.
Yeah, apparently so. That was not a victory for me. I had to sit through it. But anyway, their new collaboration is called Let It Run. It was during a private showcase for Zac Brown Band's upcoming album. It was held at the Desert 5 spot. It took a twist when Snoop came on stage with a joint in hand.
What?
Go figure. Smiled wide, and he delivered a smooth verse on a breezy marijuana-themed track blending Southern twang with laid-back funk. The song feels effortless, not gimmicky, and it showed real chemistry between Snoop and Zac Brown. Now, I like Zac Brown Band.
Is it like a Bubba Sparks Southern twang and laid back funk?
No. I don't see. You're not a country guy.
No,
per se,
I'm not.
I don't think. Zac Brown Band has this song that everybody knows called Chicken Fried.
Okay.
It's cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. It's just very laid back, very fun, non-offensive country music. And because it's that laid back thing, I can see where Snoop would fit into that whole thing. A cold beer on a Friday night. He probably would put, some good weed on a Friday night, just because now that's a thing and it's legal in most places anyway. I've heard Snoop sing before. I've heard him on The Voice. He actually does not have a terrible singing voice. I mean, he's no Celine Dion or anything like that, or Kelly Clarkson, but he's also not Pierce Brosnan trying to sing in Mamma Mia, who sounded like a pregnant buffalo giving a breech birth.
Fair.
Which is, if you've heard it, I'm accurate on that. It's got a mellow banjo in this thing. While that strums, Let It Run is a genre mashup that works because it's honest and unforced.
Unlike the LL Cool J and
Brad Paisley
one.
What was that? Unintentional racist or something like that? Accidental racist.
Yeah, no, that was a very, very forced song, and it should never have happened. But
no, that was. Whereas this sounds like the Reese's Cup, two great tastes that taste great together. I like hot sauce and I like ice cream. I'm not putting the two of them together. And Accidental Racist was Frank's Red Hot ice cream.
Yeah.
And I don't need that shit.
Yeah. No, and were it a natural thing, maybe it would have worked. But it was we need to do this. Who can we put out there who people will listen to? I think this is more like Snoop walked up on these guys and said, "Hey, I like what you're doing. How about I do
dig
something?
You dig me.
Yeah.
Let's do something funky and make people dig us together."
Hell yeah.
I don't think Snoop has any bad intentions on anything. And
I don't
then
know. He hated Tom Brady in that commercial.
That was a commercial. It shows he can act too. Snoop is a hell of a businessman. We've talked about that ad nauseum on this show, and he knows what works. And Zac Brown Band in the country circle, huge even. Yes, as the tangerine tiny fisted tyrant would say. That being said, I'm actually looking forward to hearing this now. It's called Love and Fear. It's due later this year. And hopefully there's more genre blurring stuff on it. So let's see what happens with that. I don't think that the song is out yet. I think it was just a live performance at this point. I don't think there's
a live preview, if you will.
Yeah, I don't think there's any recordings of it yet. But I can't wait to hear it. One of the favorite people we talk about, just because it's fun, the way we reference his name, he's got a problem with things. Word to the motherfucking DJ Quick.
Yeah. So you know how we have a shirt. If you go to the shop, you can buy it on our new server.
That says Kool Keith
is the lyrical genius that Kanye thinks
he is. We stand by that, by the way. We do.
And Kool Keith reposted it when I wore it that one time. But
he did. He was very impressed.
And I believe that was Kool Keith saying, somebody's finally saying it.
Yeah.
You know, let me support it. Right.
Yes. DJ Quick, somebody, was it a hat or a t-shirt or something? Or did somebody just
Somebody just posted, I think it was on X Twitter.
Yes. Word to the motherfucking DJ Quick stirred up some tension by co-signing on a fan's bold take that DJ Quick is the producer that everyone thinks that Dr. Dre is.
Master P is the businessman everyone thinks Jay-Z is. I mean, they're out there. You know,
I subscribe to that theory too. Although Jay-Z is a good businessman, Master P is a brilliant businessman.
Yeah.
Master P is brilliant at it.
Well, as I say, Dre, hell of a producer.
Quick.
Motherfucking DJ Quick. Incredible. Like, and he is not just, I produce hip hop songs, which is really Dre. I don't know all of Dre's stuff. It could be one of those weird things like he produced a song for Dua Lipa. I don't know. But motherfucking DJ Quick produces for everyone. Like pop stars, R&B stars, rappers. He may produce for the Zac Brown Band for all I know.
So this guy posts Quick is the producer that Dre thinks he is. Quick, in his humble way, responds with, finally someone had the balls to say it.
Right. So it's not like Quick's out here battling saying, I'm better than Dre. I'm the best. He doesn't say all that. He just goes out and does the work. When somebody else publicly comes out and say it, they have recognized all the work he put in. So he says, you know, finally somebody sees what I'm doing out here. So I don't see why there's controversy.
I don't necessarily think it's a beef between Quick and Dre.
No, I think somebody made a comparison.
It's just, you know, Quick does a lot of work.
Right. Like I say, I don't believe that Master P and Jay-Z have issues with each other. I don't believe Kool Keith and Kanye have issues, or Ye, whatever his name is, have issue with each other. These are just the comparisons where the world as a whole says this is a thing. And somebody else says, yeah, but you're only looking at that thing. If you look over here, you'll see that this thing is better than that thing.
Good stuff.
Right. Everything that you think is this is actually being done by this person, not that person.
As well.
Right.
You know, either instead of that person or as well as that person.
Yeah. There's always the name that people associate with things. Right? And just
so arbitrarily. Who is the DJ that DJ Premier thinks he is? DJ Premier is the DJ. DJ Premier thinks he is.
Yeah. No, because Premier is the DJ
also a great producer, by the way.
Everyone else believes that he is.
Yeah. You know what it is? There's the other saying that people say, Premier is your favorite DJ's favorite DJ.
Yeah. Yep.
That's because that's the other thing that you hear all the time. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper is this.
DJ Premier is a producer. also produces
extraordinaire
Christina Aguilera. I mean, he does pop stars. He does.
Yeah, you might have heard of her.
Yeah, he does pop stars. He does R&B stars. He does everything, and that's the way Quick is. I mean,
yeah,
you hear Dre, and it's like, Dre produced this Eminem album. Dre produced this 50 Cent album. Dre produced this Snoop album.
Dre has a very specific lane that he stays in, and he's very, very good at it.
Exactly. That's the big thing
and
here.
That's
it's like
fine.
You're not
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're not taking anything away from what Dre does. It's just the mythos of Dre.
Ooh, mythos. What a great for episode 600.
Actually pertains to DJ Quick. It's just the world has said Dre is at this level because he's Dre.
Because he's done X, Y, and Z. Well, guess who else has done X, Y, and Z?
Right. Quick has done
DJ
all that
Quick
and
has
more.
Done X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be stated that he has done X, Y, Z, because he's not, as much as he'll come out and say, I've done this too.
Mm-hmm. It's very different when
people recognize what you've done as opposed to self-bloviating.
Right.
So there's
MC
another
bloviating.
good word. MC bloviating. I was bloviating once, shot a penicillin, cleared it right up.
My name was MC Bloviate.
This is not the first time, though, that Quick has made comparisons.
Mm-hmm.
He stated back in 2022 in a post, he loves Dre like a big brother, but he says he deserves more recognition.
And
he says he reflected on the lack of a major label machine behind his career, acknowledged that he may never reach Dre's level of fame. His influence in hip hop runs as deep.
Yeah.
And he highlighted, the artists he's worked with. Quick and Dre are still on good terms. They shade each other from time to time, but I think that's part and parcel to being in the industry. Yeah. Quick even attended Dre's Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony last year. If he hated him that much,
right? Yeah.
The only reason he would be there would be to pull a daylight and take a dump on his star afterward.
And you show up afterwards for that.
Yes. And now, new school news.
Hit me.
According to allhiphop.com, LeBron James and his hairline goes after an AI company that made images. See, this is where the AI thing comes in.
It's like
LeBron James goes after AI company that made images of him pregnant and caressing Diddy.
And as LeBron probably said, that is enough.
That is enough
of that shit.
Oh my God, you can actually see this.
I know.
If you need to go.
It's in the show notes.
Go to the show notes. Click on the New School News.
Yep. It'll be there.
Or you could follow at The Clem Report on X.
You can do that.
It's, or is it X or Instagram?
It's probably both.
Probably both. But yes, there is an AI generated video of a pregnant LeBron James.
Yep.
And it's as weird as you
would expect it to be. Yes.
That is definitely enough of that shit. We are going to take our first break of the day. And when we come back, we are going to have some woo news for you. And then we're going to get into some music on episode 600 of Mr. Throwback Thursday.
What up, though? It's your boy Diamond the Artist, a.k.a. DTA Experience. And right now, you tuned in, tapped in, and rocking with my guys, man. My guys, Bill and Jamie, all right? On the only classic hip-hop podcast that matters, Mr. Throwback Thursday. You know what it is, man. Mr. Throwback Thursday is the only thing moving. Nothing else matters, all right? Your boy Diamond the Artist on that social media at DTA Experience. Anything I'm involved with is an experience. And right now, Mr. Throwback Thursday, that's the experience that matters. It's your boy, holla.
1 2 1 2. What's good, yo? This is Ghostface straight from Staten Island, New York. And right about now, it's time for Woo News with Jamie and Bill. Y'all know what it is. Get it correct. Mr. Throwback Thursdays, Jamie and Bill. You know what I mean? On Woo News. That's what's going down right now. Y'all check this out. Exclusive. Peace.
The RZA, the Jizza, Raekwon, Master Killer, Inspector Deck, You God, Method Man, Ghostface Killer, and Old Dirty Bastard.
It's now time for Woo News with Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all.
There it is. I was waiting for the shimmy, shimmy, y'all. Welcome back. Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 600, back at you with some Woo News. Exclusive. Here we go. Are we ready? According to Bloomberg.com, that's a lot of money, man.
Yes.
See, I'm getting better at these things.
Just as long as I write them in the right format.
4 years of legal wrangling, and I did not realize that somebody had actually made a request through the wonderful Freedom of Information
FYI,
Act. Investigative journalist Jason Leopold finally got the U.S. Department of Justice to disclose the previously concealed sale price of Once Upon a Time in Shaolin.
Yeah, because was it Pleaser DAO who has it?
Yep, Pleaser DAO has it, but that's not who originally bought it, which is kind of crazy. We all know Shit Dick originally bought it, but then he lost it in legal wranglings. Originally sold to Martin Shit Dick for about $2 million back in 2015, 10 years ago now. Album was seized by the album was seized by the government following his conviction, securities frauds, and all that other stuff.
Yep.
Later
douchology.
Yes. Later auctioned off in 2021. The Department of Justice kept the buyer and the price secret, citing, quote, trade secrets and privacy concerns.
Right.
Although the digital art collective Pleaser DAO immediately claimed ownership soon after.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the DOJ maintained secrecy after lengthy legal battles and negotiations. They finally disclosed the album was sold for, let me get the exact number, $2,238,482.30.
And 30 cents.
I got to get the 30 cents in there. It was sold to a shell company called WTC Endeavors Limited, based out of Hong Kong, created solely to purchase the album. That's the only reason this company was made. The company was then dissolved in 2023. Notably, the DOJ clarified that Pleaser DAO was not directly tied to WTC Endeavors.
Right.
Which kind of strange. In a twist, Pleaser DAO, once they got hold of it, turned a snippet of the album, of which we have.
Yes, which the patrons have access to.
Into an NFT.
And if you are a patron, you don't have access to it for whatever crazy reason, let me know and I will make sure that you have it.
It allows fans to listen to 5 minutes of it for $1. Now, we paid the $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
Each purchase of the 5 minutes of the recording, and I'm sure it's the same 5 minutes for everybody.
Yes. You can't trade with people.
Choose which 5 minutes. Yeah.
Although it should be individual to each one because it's an NFT.
You would think.
So it has to be its own. I'll have to ask Ed about this.
Unless they do it 1 second delay.
Something has to be different. Yeah.
Somebody has to be different. I bet you that's what it is. Even if it's like a millisecond delay, I'm sure there's legal wranglings that they've done. Each purchase of the $1 5-minute snippet accelerated the album's public release by 88 seconds. Which is a workaround to the album's original restriction of no commercial release for 88 years. Now, I wonder if through the Freedom of Information Act, if we can find out how many snippets of that were sold. So then we can figure out that number times 88 seconds.
It may be on their website. I would have to go and take a look.
On Pleaser DAOs?
Yeah.
That's possible. Because 88 seconds being, 1 minute and 28 seconds, you get enough purchases that might knock that 88 years down to, say, 75 years. Who knows?
Maybe we'll be there.
We are not going to be there. I'm not living till 130.
You
I don't
know.
want to live to 130.
You may be the next Keith Richards. You don't know.
I don't want to be the next Keith Richards. Why? How is he still standing after everybody else passed away this week?
All right. Once Upon a Time in Shaolin is now available in 77 years, 130 days, 23 hours, 48 minutes, and 50 seconds.
I was close. I said 75 years.
It's down to 77 and a half years.
We've trimmed 11 years off of the release date. So 77
with
years.
With our $1 contribution.
That's going to put us at 2102?
Sounds good.
Yeah, because it's 2025, 75. Yeah, so the year 2102.
And year 25,
10 more years.
25.
The original, oh my God, the original 88 would have been like 2112. The Rush album.
The Rush, yes.
That's awesome. It's a shame I'm not going to live to see that year, but I would love to. Let's talk about Raekwon the Chef, shall we?
Yes.
Because the second article we have,
which again
entitled "The Chef's New Clothes."
Yes, this would have been record of the week, but you know how we do. On the first of the month.
July 18th was the release date for The Emperor's New Clothes, the newest album from Raekwon the Chef, his first new album in 8 years. He did it on his own label, Ice H2O and Mass Appeal. The project arrived as part of the Legend Has It series, and so far it's already drawn pretty good critical praise for maintaining the chef's lyrical sharpness. 3 decades in hip-hop, he really hasn't lost much. It's a short record, almost an EP, 40 minutes. Album features Raekwon's Wu-Tang Clan comrades Toast, Face, Grilla, Clifford Smith Jr., professionally known as, and Inspect the Deck. It also includes appearances from Nas, Conway the Machine, the Griselda Trio, Conway the Machine, Westside Gun, and Benny the Butcher. On the track Wild Corsicans. Oddly enough, notably absent, and I think we talked about this when we first talked about the record, RZA is absent. Production duties handled by elite producers such as Swizz Beatz, Justice League, and Knots.
757.
Critics and fans are hailing the project as a strong addition to the legacy of Raekwon the Chef and one of the best efforts by a veteran rapper in his 50s.
As we said earlier, our artists we grew up with are still putting out music or are putting out music again.
Yes. Nas's verse on one of the tracks is already being called one of the year's standout features because Nas is still a badass.
Because he's Nas.
This release builds momentum ahead of the 30th anniversary of Raekwon's iconic 95 debut, only built for Cuban links, and that 30th anniversary version drops in August. So we are getting very close to having that come out.
Welcome to the show, Cranky.
Cranky is here.
Listen to the Patreon version.
Yes, listen to the Patreon version. Yes, we talked about NASCAR because could not believe that Jeff Gordon was a breakdancer at any one point. That is woo news, other than the fact that You God is still not very good and ODB is still not very alive.
Yes.
Shall we get into some music, good sir?
Please.
It is time for the one and done. The one and done comes to us from a group I had never heard of. It came out in 1991. And I'd love to know what kind of rabbit hole you went down to get this.
Don't even try.
1991 brought us, from what I can see, the only record by the Chill Deal Boys. And they're telling us that hip hop ain't nothing but a party.
Well, that's true. Ain't nothing but a party, y'all. Let's get it on.
Well, I think it's more than that, but it can be a party.
Yes.
This is a very short record. Well, it's short in the number of tracks.
Right.
8 tracks, but the shortest one on here is 3.5 minutes, and a couple of them over 7 minutes.
Yeah,
so
it's
we
like
got some
same length of time as the Raekwon one.
Maybe a little longer, actually. So 8 tracks. John's not going to like it because it doesn't have an intro.
I tried.
Make Your Body Move is track number 1. So Cranky wants a hip hop NASCAR connection. Make your body move. Well, crash into a wall. I'm sure it'll move.
Yeah. Humps in the house tonight.
Humps in the house. Always got to get the hump in there.
Well, yeah.
My mute button I couldn't find for a second there, but I found it. I think my mouse have to adjust because if I click it once, sometimes it double clicks even though I don't want it to. So it
have to double click
goes
on
away
the mouse.
really quick.
It's not a euphemism here.
No, not for us. Track number 2, Bad by Myself, which is kind of double clicking on the mouse.
There you go. See? She bopping all.
Yeah, the Chill Deal Boys are back. Believe that. Yeah, dropping the facts down on wax. Hey, yo, if you're out there trying to get your pockets fat and you don't need nobody to hold you back, let me hear you say, you got to have some money, baby. Got to have some money, baby. Ain't a damn thing funny, baby.
Oh, baby.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, my God. Oh, baby. Oh, crima.
Indeed.
Track number 3, Rock the House. This is not Run DMC's, and this is the way we rock the house. This is just Rock the House. And I have a feeling it's going to have the kind of same feel as the first two, don't you?
It very well may.
Just throw your hands in the air. Come on, get 'em up, come on. Just throw your hands in the air. Everybody, let me hear you say, let's get this party started, right? Come on, everybody, come on. Let's get this party started, right? Come on, everybody in the back. Where you at? Everybody in the front, come on. Yeah. Everybody.
Let's get this party started quickly.
Right? Right? They don't sound very chill. They sound very upbeat.
Yeah.
They're the Chill Deal Boys, but I don't sense chill on here. If you want to be bad by myself, you should probably be single.
Yeah, that makes
Track
it a little easier.
Number 4 is single, which is why you're bad by yourself. See, it all works out. They're smarter than we thought.
And if so, yeah, we mingle.
Track number 5 has the question, who's making dat money?
I'm going to say not the Chill Deal Boys, but it may be just me.
Now it's dat money, not DJ Tat money.
No.
Just dat money. Who's making dat money?
It ain't no joke, and you need that money, and you don't find nothing funny. Come on, let me hear you say, make money.
All about making that serious cash flow. I thought he was going to say making that serious dough.
No, that's too easy.
It's the Chill Deal Boys. I figured they'd go the easy route. Track number 6, Sex to the Music.
Okay, player.
Sex to the Music wants to remind you that there is no sex in the champagne room. Track number 7 is the radio edit of track number 1, Make Your Body Move.
Yeah, y'all wanna get this party started right? I said, y'all wanna get this party started right? But check it out, we gon' start this thing up right. Chill deals in the house tonight. We gon' start this thing up right. Chill deals in the house tonight. Believe that. We gon' start this thing up right. Chill deals in the house tonight.
Seems like we heard that song.
And we're going to hear it again because track number 8 is the extended club mix.
Because that's what you need.
Make Your Body Move. Yes, because 4 minutes and 8 seconds of that on the radio edit and 6 minutes and 26 seconds on the other edit.
Yep.
Not enough. Extend that by 1 minute and 20 seconds so you can get the extended club mix of 7 minutes and 46 seconds of Make Your Body Move. Doesn't sound any different.
Well, all right. We just looped the beginning for another minute and the end for another 20 seconds.
And we put a couple of all rights in there.
Yes.
There's a reason they were one and done. Yes, on a scale of Matthew McConaughey to Outcast, how all right are you? Or Chill Deal Boys, are you all right?
Yes.
You're just well all right. You're not all right.
No, I'm just
and you're certainly not
all right.
And you're not certainly not all right.
Definitely
not. Yeah, that was a record that happened. That
is most definitely one of the records we've done on this show.
that was the Chill Deal Boys with Hip Hop Ain't Nothing But a Party. A party we probably should have skipped, but that's fine.
One I don't believe we were actually invited to.
I don't think so. I don't think anybody was invited to it. I think it was a private party, which is why they were bad by themselves and single.
It ain't that kind of party.
How to put my dick in the mashed potatoes. Which is still better than anything we heard on that.
Yes. Well, all right.
Chill Deal Boys, Hip Hop Ain't Nothing But a Party. You're one and done for episode 600. No charting action.
And like
no singles.
Four tracks on the record that were original.
Yes.
We're going to make up for that, though.
Because your record of the week comes to you from your new Artist of the Month. Your Artist of the Month is a band, a hip-hop group based out of Cincinnati, Ohio, consisting of Main Flow, Dante, and producer named Jason.
Yes.
They are called Mood. They were originally founded under the name 3 Below Zero, changed their name to Mood in 1994.
A number.
Their first album, which is the album we're going to do as your record of the week, was featured production for a young high tech and a guest appearance by Talib Kweli. The name of the record is Mood spelled backwards. Doom. Not to be confused with MF Doom.
Who had an album called Food.
Yes. Doom, the debut studio album by Mood, released September 23rd, 1997.
A number.
Recorded at Platinum Island Studios in New York City on TVT, not TBT,
no.
TVT.
That's the Sharkula version, the throwback.
Which was originally TV Tunes. They were originally created to do the television greatest hits series.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of them.
The label expanded into rap, industrial rock, and electronic music. And they have 25 gold, platinum, and double platinum albums now.
TVT does, not Doom.
TVT, right?
Not Mood, yeah.
This record, Mood, has 18 tracks on it.
It does, and there's a lot more than the One and Done had.
Yes. And on those 18 tracks, track number 1, again, not an intro. Sorry, John. Esoteric Manuscripts.
esoteric manuscripts. Beyond mortal thoughts where the languages exist. We then travel minds like myths. Ancient as the time on your wrist. Ancient as the time on your wrist. The mad scientists, sacraments divide.
Already a completely different vibe on this. I kind of like the little bit of darkness to it. It is a mood.
It is.
Track number 2, Info for the Streets.
They all heard God say, let there be hip hop, and there came tank in this armor, seal fake, seal with karma.
All right, so far this has got a vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
Track number 3, 40 seconds long. He is DJ High Tech.
He is.
I'd like to say welcome now to the sounds and show.
He is DJ B. Oh, sorry.
He's DJ High Tech.
Yes.
Track number 4, and we talked about Karma before.
We
It's
did.
called Karma.
Chameleon.
I had to stay mental when DEA stopped my grade rental. Incidental, my girl home watching Jay Leno. Prophesize, I pulled the wise. Would frame my eyes, full disguise. Talking like the white guys. Shallow demeanor. Karma was the main schemer.
I like that little piano in the background on that. Yeah, this is like I said, this is a vibe. I could get into listening to this.
Yeah, really
This is
good
something
record.
you put on in the background when you're doing stuff around the house.
Yeah.
Track number 5, The Vision.
Not talking about the Marvel character.
We're ready to attack. Planes circling, ready to strike.
I play scriptures like the Gideons. Take trips Caribbean. Conquer any man like white stealing from Indians. No matter what. Golden tune like King Tut. Andre Lazar watches couple carat rings clutch. Touch like robberies upon niggas that bother me. Hot like the climate around Jericho. My honors bleed through your pens. Righteous plan sees sins. Jordan River floods. Palestine wins.
It's got a Wyclef sounding voice there.
Yeah, a little bit. I was trying to put my finger on it, but yeah, Wyclef is a good choice. Track number 6, Tunnel Bound.
The resurrector of essentials is made over mad instrumentals, creating mind travel with a patent pencil. My crew's tunnel bound, sneaking through the corridor sight. Moon journey on to the next life. My crew's tunnel bound, dealing with the spiritual. I mainly write to ignite all types of lyrical, vivid type images inside the mind.
I love the fact that they use the word resurrector in there because I was originally thinking with the dark theme that it had a little horrorcore vibe.
Yeah.
And resurrector popped into my head.
Yeah.
So I thought that was that was a synchronous relationship, I think. Track number 7 is produced partially by Talib Kweli. This is the first one on the track that he's got input on. It's called Nuclear Hip Hop.
Unorthodox, out of proportion, slop, nuclear hip-hop. Tell the feds I'm a hitting underground war hit. And when we go to Armageddon, then I'll leave more dead. You can't kill what's killed, innocent ain't guilt. I feel like pissing in your bed on that American quilt. Keep my head at the tip, till it's knowledge is spilled. The kids still can't believe these pyramids I built. How Niagara Falls, what time death calls.
Nice.
Yeah.
Track number 8, Another Day. Not to be confused with DJ Khaled. Another one. This is Another Day.
threats, enhance meridian checks. Kamikaze heads go out like breast Davidian sex. I leave concern on your chest like they caress burnt flesh. Flee my country like the Shah, believe I learned from a rep. My conditions select, Himalayas to
This is a good choice for the artist of the month. I'm going to have to do a deep dive on these guys because I'm digging this. Track number 9, Sacred Part 1.
Yeah. This is dedicated to all y'all motherfuckers who be listening to lyrics. We know there's a lot of bullshit in the industry right now. But see, this hip-hop is sacred to us. You know what I'm saying? It's sacred. Got Dr. Francis Cress up in here. In this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Madhouse in this motherfucker. We boycott.
I do not know.
Track number 10. That one had a Talib Kweli on it too. This one also has the Talib experience. Peddlers of Doom. So that guess that's kind of the title track because it's the only one that's got the word doom in it.
Peddlers of doom, who walk moons, leave people wounds. Man theory support the war efforts, new evil blooms. Conquer of air and space, who could inherit a taste for Colombian factions, the actions we face.
Before everything existed, the gods prefixed it. The horse rising suns, evil brother eclipsed it. You should listen to the wind flowing natural mystic. Patience growing thin like dollar statistics.
Enchanted trance, who keeps the panic stands.
That's got a Wu-Tang feel to it too.
Yeah. There's a definitely Wu-Tang influence on here just because of the darkness of the chords they're using in the background. This is good stuff. I like this.
Yeah.
Track number 11, Millennium.
Peace on earth. 4,000 years. No more tears. You can't ignore your fears. God came back with 1,000 peers. Moved in high tech to arouse your ears. Peace on earth for 1,000 years. No more tears. You can't ignore your fears. God came back with 1,000 peers.
I can't let that one keep going. I'm already going to get in trouble.
No. Yeah. Track number 12, 28 seconds long, called Babylon the Great, goes right into number 13, Peace Infinity.
Is the earth going to get a second chance? Babylon, kings of the earth, and all people. Babylon, princes and all judges of the earth. Babylon, all young men and maidens, old men and children. Babylon, let them praise the name of the Lord.
Babylon.
Track 13, Peace Infinity.
We in nice, asking ourselves for insights and spite. Living trife under very dim lights. My pen writes, unveil rails that extend life. Power equals energy, the only reason men fight. But if we fight, you be thin sliced. I make men mice. Behold a pale horse that killed your kin twice. The end price, I been win.
Track number 14, Secrets of the Sand.
Giving us secrets, secrets of the sun. Giving us secrets of the sun. Giving us secrets of the sun. Giving us secrets, secrets of the sun. Giving us secrets of the sun. Giving up secrets of the sun.
My holy words are all bulls flying across the sun, blessed tongue. In my conclusion, my lungs make congestions. My explanations lead to separations. Anglo-Saxon.
I'm glad we got to where the beat dropped. I wanted to see how they were going to.
Secrets of the Sand.
Because all of a sudden I was thinking that sounds very, Arabian, not Arabian Prince per se, but
yes. Very Secrets of the Sand, if
Prince
you will.
Ali. Number 15, Illuminated Sunlight. And this is produced with Mood and Sons of Man on it.
Ah, so it does have a Wu influence then, Sons of Man.
Mm-hmm.
had to come in disguise, unveil some tales. A days when the sun fell and blind with the minds thought we all went to hell. Free energy dwells in deep thoughts like wells in the age when knowledge is
It's got Killer Priest and Hellraiser are in that one. In Sons of Man.
Nice. Track number 16 has Mood with Reflection Eternal. It's called Industry Lies. Well, we know the industry lies. That's part of industry rule number 4080.
That's
right?
what I've heard.
They done made making music into a business. For real. You know what I'm saying? And that's taken away from the music. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the beauty of hip hop, because it exists in the world of the music industry. It exists in the world of music. It transcends that. It exists in the world by itself as it is.
I see all there is to see, and all I see is lies up in this industry. I see all there is to see.
Smoke till we numb to kill niggas
The entire industry. I see all there is to see.
To the conscious head MC.
the entire industry. MCs who change the mood of the entire industry.
In this business, you slave. Give all that you gave. By the time I got on, I already had it made. I'm in it for the love.
Track number 17, 32 seconds long. No Ordinary Brother goes into last track on the record, number 18, Cincinnati.
Describe him best. These words will describe him best. He is.
This was no ordinary brother. This was no ordinary brother.
Cincinnati, home of jazz fest and blown spots. Bad cats and bingos, no culture, no hip hop. Black business stopped by cops who roam blocks. Niggas scared to pop, this shit's got to stop. The universal man, I caravan through lands of hate, respected from the sands of Cali to the streets of New York State. From the home of funk shit, you thought it was dead. We brought it back like resurrection, giving life to these heads. In the middle of the riddles.
That is your record of the week for episode 600. That is the artist known as Doom, or the artist known as Mood, with the album known as Doom, because MF Doom is the other artist.
Yes.
I knew I was going to screw that up. So you got Mood and Doom. Really good record. One single released off of this.
Was it Karma?
It was Karma.
Yeah.
Didn't track anywhere, but it was released as a single. But a nice, easy, smooth listen.
Yeah. And like I said, I picked this. This is a group that I've known. Like, I don't have like a ton of their stuff in rotation or anything, but this is a group I've known.
Right.
And I remember Karma. And it was one of those, it would be a really good artist of the month to get more people to find them, than did in the late 90s. I think that Mood is a good way to go.
They have a total of 5 records under Mood.
Mm-hmm.
There were 3, 6, 7 records under Main Flow. Dante, who's one of the MCs,
scrub.
Got it. He's a scrub. Has a few LPs, and there's something called the Flowfessionals, produced by Main Flow or presented by Main Flow. So
let's check that out.
Couple of branches on the trees here coming off of Mood.
Nice.
But they are your artist of the month for August of 2025. And they definitely are a Mood. You should definitely check them out, because that was a good listen. I enjoyed that record.
Oh, good.
The artist of the month, Mood. Record of the week, Doom by Mood. Your one and done. The Chill Deal Boys. Hip hop ain't nothing but a party. Before we take our final
Just when
break,
you think it's over,
it's not, because we talked about this earlier. Old to the new this week.
The Curse of Dracula, Into the Water.
Favorite of the show, Kool Keith.
Yes.
Teams up with somebody just as crazy as him called Sharkula on a new song. And the title just makes sense. Barnyard.
Yes.
Let's give a listen to Kool Keith featuring Sharkula on Barnyard. You're old to the new for episode 600 of Mr. Throwback Thursday.
one producer. Barnyard. 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 Corky Calhoun run a barnyard. 12 cases of whiskey make you 9. I was famous when Whitney played in The Bodyguard. Blonde saw me win a championship. Dolly Parton gave me VIP position to make love to her tits. Country girls with milk wanna let dairy out. She breastfeed a boy for good health. Midwestern cowboy. Women love the almond joy. Meet Audra McDonald and McDonald's. Tell Frankie taste the butter. I make lima beans and hard rolls. Sitting in the pickup truck watching Godzilla on DVD. I'm Monster Zero. Philadelphia cheesesteak. I supply Pack House with hoagie heroes. Ride around organic. 6-time Tony Award. Ship records across seas after I record. Technology accept my apology. I'm a country star. Getting out of country cars. Barnyard. 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 Barnyard.
Bandana, beard, overalls, flannel, long sleeve, cows, gaze, and graze, saddle, horse life, country time in a renegade, pigs, goats, cattle's beef for joke in the sticks, the dirty, dusty rolls, cowboy hats, big lady booty to match. I'm Chocula, cage-free eggs, hunting dogs, studio in the barn. When we make sciences make sense. Cajun country fried chicken or baked whiskey. I recommend after a day in the field. Harvested corn, you the corn. You probably watch porn in the barn with Dolly Parton, excuse me. The Milky Way, milking cows like a farm, a wild child, a grown-ass country Mandela. Spirits of the strength in the country. The left up against the fence in the chicken coop. Grits and turkey bacon. I don't eat lard, barnyard, barnyard. Barnyard, baby.
Barnyard, barnyard. Barnyard. Barnyard, barnyard.
And as with any Kool Keith song, you have to ask yourself, the fuck did I just listen to?
That whole thing was just, as Kool Keith said,
barnyard.
Just every lyric, nothing. And the video, very AI looking.
It was strange. But what I do have to say is I still dig it.
I do dig it on a weird.
Cranky said, "This is unhinged. I love it." That's how I feel about it. It is some of the not explicit. It is some of the stranger Kool Keith stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't overly explicit.
No. So it is strange, but that's kind of what I really like about Keith is there is zero predictability.
No, exactly.
So
that's
what
a
you're
great
getting,
way of putting it.
Chicken coop with your turkey bacon. It's it is insane. But for whatever reason,
the
maybe
insanity works.
Yeah, maybe I'm just a really weird person, but it works for me. So, I'm in. I hope this becomes an album.
Perfectly put. Smooth flow through a canyon of ridiculousness.
Yeah.
That is perfectly put.
Shouts to Kool Keith and Chocula.
Yeah. I actually, once you get through the first 30 seconds,
Barnyard.
And you're like, what am I listening to?
You're listening to Barnyard.
And then and then they get into it's just one non-connected connected line after another.
Yeah, it's just a
word salad.
strange stream of consciousness
Yeah.
that you're along for the ride. Shouts to
And he
Keith.
mentioned
Keep doing
Dolly
it.
Parton. So,
Yeah, he did. And her tits.
well, can't have one without the other. That was Kool Keith.
It was, in case you're curious.
Featuring Sharkula with, and in case you couldn't tell the title,
Barnyard.
You're old to the new for episode 600. That is a perfect old to the new for episode 600.
It
because
is.
that tells you how far we've come on this show. Let's take our final break.
Yes.
Yeah, Old MacDonald had a farm reimagined. That's for sure.
Old MacDonald had a barnyard.
We're going to take our final break. And when we come back, it'll be time for Bill Reed's lyrics. Then we're going to put a bow on episode 600 in the Barnyard on Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 600.
E-Dub, I named myself twice, man. I'm the George Gervin of rap, call me the Iceman. Listen to our boys Jamie and Bill on the only classic podcast that matters, Mr. Throwback Thursday. Whoever don't believe him, get the Bozak. Holla.
The importance of it, yeah, we're back to work. I took time off, all the rappers got jerked. Due to the fact they whacking their track. Have to go back and stack cause they lack the ingredients. EPMD and scratch for that. Yo,
But it starts with Bill.
I'm Bill S. Preston. It's called reading. Top to bottom, left to right. Group words together as a sentence. Take Tylenol for any headaches. Midol for any cramps.
Most people probably don't listen to the lyrics, but they should.
Welcome to Bill Reed's Lyrics.
Welcome back to the Barnyard.
Barnyard.
Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 600. It is indeed time for Bill Reed's lyrics.
It is.
And considering what we just heard from Kool Keith and Sharkula, I'm a little concerned as to what we're going to get.
Well, that's good. I appreciate your concern.
Yes, I'm sure you do. All right, my friend, did you send it already?
I've gone to the private Shizette and sent it over to you.
Nice album cover. First of all, well done.
Thanks.
Reminds me very much of Power. Ooh, Power.
Yes.
Where am I going?
You'll do verse 2. It's not listed, but it's under the chorus.
So there's verse 1. There's chorus. Starts with look.
It does start with look.
Okay. Just so I knew where to stop scrolling.
Yes.
I don't want to read any further because I don't want to.
No, you don't.
Take away from the fantasticism. Yes, the majesty of Bill Reed's lyrics. So
then, with no type of ado, Sesame Street Grover style, whether nearer or further, we will cue the motherfucking piano.
Look at the stars. They want to be naked. Doggy style, with they ass out. They dream of naked photos, ready to pass out. You gotta pull your dick out at the restaurant in front of they aunt and jerk off with your balls smacking the windows of the Mitsubishi Galant. Women are hot, like motherfucking bananas in they ass. Is that what they want? Never say pussy or cunt. Take them out to lunch. Pull the thong to the side at brunch. Show her your pubic hair. Dress up ill. Decorate your nuts with Captain Crunch. Tell her easy on the genitals. Give her 2 minutes. Tell her Captain Munch. Pull your zipper up fast. Bend over and look over her ass. Wear a baseball jersey. Lick her asshole with a catcher's mask. Perform with weed and liquor. Some people prefer hash. Put on a condom. Stick your celery sticks in her gash. Anally, I stick it. marshmallows and lemon heads in they ass. Nothing simple. Genuine slow with Drew Hill. The right tempo. Fuck going to dinner and shit. Sitting at a table. Rent a porno movie, yo. With Rocco Siffredi. Fucking top models come on they navel. Lean your woman up against the sanitation truck. Fuck with 18 balls on the pool table. 18 balls on the pool table.
I told you, the majesty that is. Let's talk about celery sticks. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
That's a gang of balls. It sure is. And yeah, now I'm never gonna want wings again because can't eat wings without celery sticks.
You cannot. Or Captain Crunch. I know you're a cereal guy.
I am a cereal guy. I'm not a Captain Crunch guy though, because that shit rips apart the roof of your mouth.
Imagine
anyway.
what would happen if you decorated your nuts with it. You worry about the roof of your mouth.
I am making no comments on that whatsoever.
That's probably better. I don't know why that's doing that.
Because one, they probably wouldn't be based in fact, and two, we get canceled, brother.
Stranger things have happened.
Yes, season 5 especially, that just came out, or it's coming out. So
yes, coming out. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's for the. Yeah. All right. It is about that time.
My hat's been changed.
Good. And will you please, for the 600th time, take us the fuck home?
Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 600, brought to you in part by our good friends at Magic Mind. Get your Magic Mind at magicmind.com/throwback JUN. 20% off for one-time purchases, 48% off for subscriptions with our code Throwback JUN. The mental performance shot that helps your mental acuity throughout the day. Get your Magic Mind and get some today, and you can save a lot of money by using those codes. Def Rugs, defrugs.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Def Rugs. Handmade, high-quality hip-hop theme rugs brought to you by the original Rug E-Fresh, Marshall Fox, and his business associate, the green-eyed bandit, Eric Sermon, who is the George Gervin of rap. They call him the Iceman.
Indeed.
We heard that earlier today, too. Go get yourself a Def Rug today. My good friend, our good friend, Heather Lent, up at the Bittersweet Candy Company up in Schenectady, New York, who I recently shared. I didn't know she was there. We went and saw the same concert Wednesday night.
Nice.
She's actually working at SPAC, but she came down to Kingston to see Lucas Nelson at UPAC.
Okay.
Willie Nelson's kid, which, by the way, fantastic show. That guy can pick a guitar, dude.
Noted.
She is the proprietor of the Bittersweet Candy Company. That makes her. And she makes candy and chocolate that is small batch, different, and
delicious.
Oh, and I forgot handmade. So
yes,
we're going to make sure we mention that. Check them out on Facebook and order at bittersweetcandy.com. Use our code Throwback and save 10% off your orders. Or if you're in the Schenectady, New York area, just go to J Street and go to Bittersweet Candy Company.
Yes.
That way it won't melt on you.
It is a nice little place, too. I've been there.
Melted Mics, MLTDMICS, meltedmics.com. Hip hop and other themed t-shirts, mugs, and hats brought to you by our good friend Pumice T. Mendola. And you can save 10% on all those items by using the code MR Throwback Thursday at checkout. Go to meltedmics.com and get yourself some stuff today. Don't forget to visit us, social media network, MrThrowbackThursday.com, the homepage for everything as appeals to the show, including the show notes where you can see all of the ridiculousness we talked about, including pregnant LeBron James on the New School News. If that's something you want to see.
If that's something you're into, yeah.
You can also click the little microphone that follows you around all over the place called Hit Us Up. You can leave us a voice message. We will play that live on air. Follow us on our socials on Twitter, or the artist formerly known as Twitter, at @the_MR_TBT and Bill_MR_TBT. Also my Instagram handle, Jamie's Instagram, MR Throwback Thursday, which is where you can find us on TikTok as well, where we post shorts of the week. Those shorts can also be found on our YouTube channel at youtube.com. patreon.com/MRTBT. Click that subscribe button and then click the bell. That'll let you know when we go live every week.
Yes, subscribe.
Gives you access to a whole lot of stuff. So does becoming a patron.
Mm-hmm.
Go to patreon.com/MRTBT and you can become a patron at the loonies level or more. And with that, you can get your name announced every week.
And you get all kinds of early notice to things that are going on here. There's some things that the world never finds out about, but the patrons did.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's some things that were done for patrons only.
Patron exclusives, yes.
Like our elemental bug we did a few years ago. That was just for patrons.
And the patrons get their names shouted out every week if they're at the loonies level or higher. So we are going to do that right now. Shout outs to Gail Dunmeyer, Manny Baez, Sarah Henderson, John Henderson, Hugo Gonzalez, Sanket Patel, Clay Arsenault, the Shrieking Warrior, Jennifer Buchanan, Jason Heath, Jessica Walker, Shane Hatley, Ahoy Mateys, Captain Ricky Schnarr, who was here earlier, Mr. Cranky Pants, Brian Hollenbeck. And once again, we extend our condolences to Mr. Cranky Pants.
Indeed.
The legendary Kevin Van Buren, Robert Jeffroy, Win with Ken Elsfelder, Kate Harvey, Catherine Liska, Wanda Calamia, and Gunther, and Lion Linwood L. They get mentioned every week and shouted out because...
or more.
You want to get your name mentioned every week? Become a patron at patreon.com/MRTBT, as we said before. Don't forget our friends in the industry. As always, check out 1980s Now, Will, Kat, and John. Check out Anthony, Imran, and Rugboy over at Jock and Nerd Podcast. Our friend Talking Ty on What's the Word Podcast or Brooklyn Ty. Hardest working turntablist in the world, DJ B, on itsfreshradio.com and the Fresh Radio app for your phone, where you can get the world premiere of each episode of this show at 9 p.m. East on Wednesday nights. So go to It's Fresh Radio and you can hear us before everybody else. You can get that app for your phone. We're also on Wild One Radio at wildoneradio.com. We're 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time starting on Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, all of that good stuff.
Oh, and for those of you out there,
yes,
pay your dues.
Yes, because I was just looking at that because the when is the draft coming up soon? Yeah,
next month. Yeah, the 30th.
So don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, all of that good stuff. Find us, share the good word, take good care of yourselves and each other. Wash your hands,
wash your butt,
or Kool Keith will come after you.
He will.
And
stick
until
French
next
fries in there
time,
or something.
Yeah, stick celery sticks up them. Until next time, keep it classic.
And like Kool Keith said, share your French fries, be honest in your underwear, never tell her lies.
And always remember,
new school stale, old school fresh.